All right. So this is
The authors.
so this is how it started, and maybe some of you will see some comedy. It's just a short couple of paragraphs. I wasn't ready. My eyes shifted back and forth, looking alternatively at the chalkboard at the front of the room and my open textbook that dared me to offer an answer. Professor Gerald Markle patiently paced the classroom aisle and stopped in front of my desk. He wore a dark suit with a black tie, casting a gloomy presence that contrasted with the warm spring day that waited outside. When you listened to him, you knew he was smart, the kind of smart that made you think he had forgotten more than you could ever hope to learn. His index finger gently tapped the small writing block that mimicked a writing surface attached to the institutional chair desk I sat in. A complex calculus problem required solving at the chalkboard. I slowly raised my gaze and met Markle's. His quick nod confirmed that it was my turn to sink or swim. The class was silent. Proving the formula quickly was required. To pause was an invitation for a lesson in humility. In 1984, I was a junior at Santa Clara University working on my BSEE. The windows were open to let in a spring breeze. You might have heard the birds, if not for the cars racing down the Alameda, a strip of California's El Camino Real linking Junipero Serra's missions up and down the California countryside. I walked to the board and took a deep breath. The answer was not obvious to me. I did the only thing I could, start with the basic assumptions about the problem in order to solve the riddle. I built a hypothesis based on my assumptions, scribbling on the board to show Markle's my thought process. I waited for his harumph that would be the clue that I had made a mistake. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw him standing silently, observing, waiting. "Why do you hesitate? He who hesitates is lost," he said. My hand was sweating. I almost dropped the chalk. An insight followed my hypothesis. I engaged a formula, made a mistake, but quickly caught it. A minute later, I had an aha moment, and I ran for the finish line. I dodged the bullet that day by following a mathematical process with logic and order. As I sat back down, I wondered if real life would ever require me to solve differential equations. Markle's refrain became a mantra quoted by my friends, often in jest, but I took it in heart in all of my college work. In time, I came to realize that what he really taught me was the importance of knowing a process to solve a riddle and to be quick and confident in my approach. While math equations have a definite, precise, and correct answer, real life does not. Regardless, Markle's approach was a lesson I learned to apply broadly. Assumptions, hypothesis, intuition, observation, correction, solution. I also started suspecting that becoming an engineer was not my first best destiny. There you are. Plus, I was on the way to the marketing high group.